Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Tuesday, July 15th, 2025. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson.
And so we are hopeful that in the not-too-distant future, we'll be able to make a considerable dent into our imports of chicken into the island of Nevis.
The Honourable Eric Evelyn on Sunday, July 13th, gave an update on the Nevis Island Administration's plans for the establishment of a broiler processing facility. He was speaking in the capacity of Minister of Agriculture.
And I would have mentioned this at our previous town hall meeting in Handys Road last week, Thursday. But let me say again that the long-awaited and the much talked about broiler processing facility, we should see some work starting on the ground as early as this week. Of course, we have said much about this project. We have been held up by the funding, and we are very delighted now that we are seeing the way to start the project. We want to say a special thanks to the Republic of China on Taiwan for their assistance. They have come to our assistance, and so we have able to start this project. We have signed a contract with a Canadian company, and so work should start on the ground. Of course, we would have done some groundwork even before the start of this facility. We would have done some training where we would have accessed a consultant from Trinidad and Tobago. We did that in consultation with IECA, and someone would have come to train our potential broiler farmers. We would have also had an official from the Department of Agriculture who would have traveled to Trinidad to receive some training where broiler production is concerned.
Minister Evelyn made the disclosure at a town hall meeting hosted by the NIA at the Red Cross headquarters.
That we are a chicken-loving public. We eat a lot of chicken, we consume a lot of chicken, and so we are thinking that we could save some foreign exchange if we produce a lot of that chicken here on the island of Nevis.
Minister of Agriculture, the Honourable Eric Evelyn. Minister of Labour, the Honourable Spencer Brand, has offered congratulations to 2 Nevisians who have been appointed as members of the National Productivity Council. The council will play a key role in advancing sustainable economic growth and ensuring that St. Kitts and Nevis remains competitive in an evolving global economy.
I want to start by offering some words of congratulations to one, Mr. Kevin Barrett and Ms. Farida Hobson for recently being appointed to the National Productivity Council. I believe that this is, in my mind, a big deal for us here on the island of Nevis, because we have the head of our HR department on the island of Nevis being appointed to this National Productivity Council. And we also have on that council as well a lawyer of some long-standing tenure here on the island of Nevis. So I am hopeful that we will get some very good representation on that National Productivity Council.
On Tuesday, July 8th, Her Excellency Dame Marcella Liebert, Governor-General of St. Kitts and Nevis, administered the oaths of office and formally presented instruments of appointment to the 8 newly appointed members of the National Productivity Council. The responsibilities of the National Productivity Council include conducting in-depth analyses, formulating strategic recommendations, as well as designing and implementing training programs aimed at improving workforce skills, efficiency, and overall national output.
I also want to congratulate Ms. Chanel Skeet from our Nevis Labour Department, who would have been a part of the National Minimum Wage Advisory Committee, because right here at our Labour Department, we have the necessary human capacity to give advice at a very high level. And Ms. Keith was very instrumental in advising what were some of the changes as it regards to our minimum wage, and also give some recommendation in relation to our National Productivity Council.
Minister of Labour in the NIA, the Honourable Spencer Brand. Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Mark Brantley, will host his next press conference on Tuesday, July 22nd. The press conference will be held at the Cabinet Room on the second floor of the Social Security Building at Pinnis Estate. Premier Brantley will provide an update on matters pertaining to Nevis, and members of the press will have the opportunity to ask questions. The Premier's press conference will be broadcast live from 10 a.m. on Nevis Television NTV, Nevis Television Facebook page, and Nevis Newscast YouTube channel. Still to come.
This year we have 14 participants competing for the Monarch Title. And we are encouraging the general public to come on out and support all participants.
The details after this break.
I am Kevin Barrett, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Human Resources in the Nevis Island Administration. I am grateful to the architects of the Nevis International Financial Services industry. This industry has created significant opportunities for our people to develop skills and competencies that allow them to efficiently and effectively deal with our international clients. We are proud of the great strides that our island has made in banking, insurance, trust services, and regulatory administration. We now look forward to our thought leaders of the next generation who are pursuing qualifications in this very vital industry on Nevis.
Welcome back. The Culturama 51 First Federal Cooperative Credit Union Greenhouse Band Junior Kaiso Contest participants received their sponsorship checks and picked their order of appearance during a ceremony on Thursday, July 10th, 2025 at Queen City Gardens Bar. The order of appearance is as follows: Prince DJ Dequan, Chase the Dream, Prodigy, Mighty Zen, Mighty QJ, Princess Ali, Princess Kali, the reigning monarch Mighty J, Adia, Singing Kerry, Legacy, Dwayne, and Star. The title sponsors Greenhouse Band, represented by Jazik Connor, and representatives from the First Federal Cooperative Credit Union presented the sponsorship checks to the 14 participants. Chair of the Culturama 51 Junior Kaiso Subcommittee is Santonia Mills.
This year we have 14 participants competing for the Monarch Title. Each Kaisonians will receive $500 for participation. And the prizes are as follows. For the Monarch, we have $3,000. First runner-up, we have $2,500. Second runner-up, we have $2,000. And third runner-up will receive $1,700. And also the fourth runner-up will receive $1,500. The non-placers will also receive $1,200.
Mills also expressed gratitude to Black Hats Place for its generous contribution to the competition. Title sponsor for the First Federal Cooperative Credit Union was represented by Business Development Manager Dion Baptiste Clark.
At First Federal, we are deeply committed to empowering our nation's youth, not just academically, but creatively as well. We believe the future of our nation lies not only in the brilliance of our students' ideas, but in the richness of their expression, their ability to tell stories, challenge perspectives, and celebrate identity through the arts. And that's why our investments in culture, particularly in events like the Junior Kaiso competition, goes far beyond sponsorship. It's a promise of ours to stand beside the nation's youth as they go after their dreams.
The Culturama 51 First Federal Cooperative Credit Union Greenhouse Band Junior Kaiso Contest will take place on Wednesday, July 23rd at Nidax Cultural Village. The show will begin at 7 p.m. Admission is free. And that's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.